what I want to know, because obviously the biggest issue right now is Ineos, isn't it? They've come in and for me they've made poor judgments after judgment after judgment, right?
They're the real problem.
Where do you sit with them, Saeed, going forward, right?
Bro,
like in the summer.
They're on fraud. What they are frauds right now.
Why don't you ever call them out?
Bro,
I've seen LB bingo. I've seen Saeed bingo.
Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me?
I lost 2 bingos, man.
They're frauds right now, man. They're giving people fruit salads right now as we speak. You know what I mean? They ain't got money. They're trying to literally, bro. They're trying to find anything they can to find money. They're frauds, bro. They're big time frauds. They literally got a manager. I said, yo, now or never. You know what I mean? Have the audacity to say to the manager, now or never. Yeah, and then not giving the tools in January. And then look where we are in the league. They didn't sack the manager because of the Ineos letter that was sent by fans. Again, that's a disgrace by the so-called United fans to send a letter to say keep the manager. So United fans have got what they wanted. They kind of low-key. Yeah, you were one of them. So low-key United fans get what they deserve. Let's be honest. And ultimately, bro, they're the ones that control the situation. They may well sack Amarin. I'm not emotionally involved in managing anymore. I told you, look, if the manager goes, cool. If the manager stays, we'll see what happens. But for me, it's like, what's your plan? Who do you go and get next? Are you going to back him as well? What money have we got? Like, people don't deep it. We're in the mud. Like, what's lower than the mud? Right. Like, I think we're not in the mud anymore. We're in like.
What is it?
You're in hell.
You know when people say,
"Yeah, you're in hell." You're actually in hell.
The devils are in hell, bro. They're locked up anyway. Ramadan. The devils are locked up anyway in Ramadan, so it's crazy. They're locked up.
Yeah. Can I dispel this myth? Because I hate when people say Barca don't have money, United have money. Then all of a sudden you sign players. You have money. Like, your fans keep calling you lot broke, but I bet in the summer you probably spend 150, 200 mil. It will just happen. You'll generate it some way.
Bro. We don't have money. Let me tell you,
broke.
We have 1 billion.
How many times do you hear these things and then Barca?
No. This is serious.
I'm telling you. You need to read up on it. You need to read up on it.
Rob, you know it's bad when the owners are sending emails out to the season ticket holders saying, if you've got any ideas on how we can basically charge you more, i.e. increase revenue, then let us know. Yeah. That's not that they actually sent that out.
Yeah. They're open to selling both Mainu and Garnacho to bring in straight profit, bro.
To get the cash.
Profit, bro.
I've read up that they've got about 80 million on a credit card to spend, yeah. And obviously they still owe money to other countries. They owe agencies. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They're basically, it's a clown thing right now.
But do you know?
We'll take it away in the summer. I'm sure.
Can you not see why I think this? Because summer after summer, we get told United don't have money, and then they're signing players left, right, and centre.
Yeah, because they put it on the credit card, bro. Man, you know what? You know something. You know when you go uni, yeah? You know, I don't know if you might. You know, you go uni in it, like you have your overdraft and that, and then you just putting money in the overdraft, like. Hella money, you're like, yo, you got free money.
You're saying you're just blowing your student loan. Like, you're getting your student loan,
bro. You're blowing the money on gone off milk. That's the problem, innit? You're not buying players that are actually decent. All the players you're buying are trash, man.
And then Rob, you have to think about it as well.
Let me show you.
The money they get from their sponsors is going down as well because they're not in Europe. Highly doubt they'll even make Conference League at this point, right? So they're losing money. You know what I'm saying? So like, even with the money that they're bringing in from the players that they're going to sell, they can't have an overhaul. They can't have an overhaul of players, bro.
Look at this, guys. This is what's going on, right? This is the latest figures, right? A pre-tax loss for the 3 months of 38 million. The club spent 14.5 million on giving Erik ten Hag a new contract and sacking him 4 months later. 18.8 million in debt interest payments over 6 months, taking the total interest cost since the Glazed leverage buy at more than 1 billion. Without Ineos cash injection of 80 million, the club would have been down of 15 million cash. 210 million drawn down of the revolving credit facility, club credit card, leaving total debt at 731 million, plus over 300 million in transfer fees owned. So it's a total of 1 billion, bro.
1 billion quid.
I thought you were joking when you said credit card.
I'm being serious. I'm telling you, bro. I saw they get 80 million or something on a credit card, bro. I'm being so serious, bro.
But why don't you go and get a manager then, like a Sean Dyche? Yeah, it'll steady the ship. It'll make you defensively solid, and you start getting 1-0 wins. Yeah, I'm not even taking the piss because if you want to get this hipster manager in,
Big Sam, innit?
Yeah, go and get. They need that type of manager, though. LB, they need somebody that's just going to keep it compact, keep it tight.
Yeah, that.
You know what? I'd go and get Lee. If I was them, I'd go and break the bank and try and get Simeone. Yeah, I'd try and get Simeone. You can come in, keep them defensively resolute. That manager would demand the authority of the players. The problem is these managers walk in there. These players don't respect these
Simeone's a checkbook manager. You know that, by the way. You don't know that.
Who gives a shit?
Simeone's a checkbook manager, man.
You've got now.
He needs a lot of money, bro.
Like Fergie went.
Fergie was, but he also developed from within as well. So it's not really.
So Simeone, bro. What are we doing here?
Simeone, but I'm telling you, Simeone needs
because he spent a lot of money as a checkbook manager. Have you seen how much they've recouped? They actually run their club properly.
Yeah, I know. That's a good thing, but he won't get that. United, though.
Why would you want to go? Why would you want to?
Simeone also hasn't won anything in 4 years, by the way. So
you'd have to pay company top of the table. Well, Barcelona now.
United spent 640 million euros on transfers, according to Transfermarkt, in the last 3 years. Like when I'm looking at United's team, I don't see that anywhere.
Bro, they've spent the most money since 2019, I believe. Over $1 billion they've spent.
That's insane. Because you know what as well, right? They have to hold smoke on that because Chelsea get cooked all the time, innit, on the 1.5 billion, You look at United's and it's even worse.
It's worse.
It's worse.
Yeah, since summer 2019, they've spent 1.9 billion and they've received 285 million. So their net spend's been 810 million. Whereas Chelsea have spent 1.6 billion, right, since 2019, but we've brought in 863 million. So in terms of how much money we've brought in, it's clear of United. Clear.
I would rather go and get Inzaghi, man. From that's who I wanted to start.
Inzaghi no more. You can't trust these big name managers. I feel like people are starting to look at Manchester United and see that managers just die there because there is no clear structure, like you say, above board. But everything above the football is just a mess. And to be fair, we can look at the actual signings, but if we're being honest, as much as we can blame Ten Hag and so on, your scouts are just an absolute mess, bro. Whoever's deciding, your scouts they're the biggest issues.
No, I disagree.
Who does your scouting, bro? Who is it?
You brought in some terrible players, bro.
We've got good scouts, man. The scout is never the issue. Scout is
good scouts.
The scouts, were the ones that were trying to say, yo, let's go get Duran. The scouts were trying to say, let's go get this. But there's been a lot of players that United.
Your scouts bought him, Xerxes. Right, and Højlund for about what?
No, Højlund was an SCG signing. No. Højlund was an SCG signing. Højlund
but this is let's not do this. So you're blaming Ten Hag for bringing these players in because this manager can't get a tune out of them. So what's the point of having scouts then?
Yeah, what's the
you were never getting Jude Bellingham. Why are you naming players like you were ever going to get them? Jude Bellingham.
We were going to get Bellingham.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying to you, Enzo Fernandez, Julian Alvarez, Caicedo, United were after scouts were after him at 4.5 billion.
Right, so if the scouts can't get any of these through the door, then what's the point of being there?
Scouts.
Yeah, you might as well sack them, save the money.
It's the money, It's the money. We don't have the money.
So why have scouts then? Because if SCG are going to buy the player, get the players in.
No, hold on a minute, Lee. The scouts don't tell you, yo. They literally go watch the games and tell you this is a player that we prefer. We like.
But then if the club say, we're going to sign Højlund, what's the point in having the scouts? That's the point.
Exactly.
What do you mean? What's the point of having the scouts, bro?
If the scouts are turning around and saying, yo, we need to go sign Haaland, we need to go sign Bellingham, we need to go sign Alvarez, we need to go sign this guy, and then you go, no, we're going to sign Anthony at 89 million quid, Højlund at 70.
What's the point of a manager then if he's not getting back? Then he might as well forget it. So, I'm not
managing. He knew what he was getting himself into, so we're not doing this. Yeah, these managers know what they're signing up for. Let's not pretend that they don't have an agent that says, right, how much budget have I got? What have I got to work with?
I agree with you.
So when I see people going, oh, he's not been backed, he knew what he was getting into. He knew what he was taking on, bro.
Yeah.
And he's happy to sit there as a puppet, for the Glazers and Ineos because he's getting paid probably treble what he got at Sporting.
Yeah. No, but bro, if someone said to you, right, this is the thing though, this is the problem with maybe like the way managers think now. If someone says, yo, United come calling to you in November, it's difficult for you to say no, because you're in that mind thinking, right, I'm going to be leaving a club that don't have the bread, will probably not win the Champions League or whatever it is. I'm not saying United are going to win the Champions League, yeah, but in that level, like man's wage are going to get doubled. I'm going to live a better lifestyle. I'm going to get probably more sponsors. Like my life gets better in that way, like money-wise. But in terms of your actual mental health and your, money changes people, bro. Like it does. Like Areola, listen, I think he should stay at Bournemouth, yeah? And I don't think he should go to Tottenham or whatever. But Tottenham will give him the money and say, yo, listen, come to our club. But Bournemouth, actually, if they want to progress or whatever, they're better suited to having an Areola. You get me? Like it could be a death trap for him. It could be at Tottenham, but he wants to get that money. He wants to get that status. It is what it is. That's how football works, man.
It's not even just that side. It's ego as well. Because we know they mainly go for money, but they want to be that manager to say, "I saved that club. I went in and transformed everything." So it's a bit of ego as well.
That's what he said. He goes, "Oh, I'm the guy." I don't know if you see the press conference. He goes, "I believe I'm the guy." You know, he put himself out there.
He said Premier League by 2028, didn't he?
I just want to see in it. I want to see this guy stick in the job, right, and actually stay until next season where he brings in his own players. Because before he came in, everyone kept talking him up as if he's the next Pep, and he's going to be the next guy after City, after Pep.
But you want to see exposed.
You know what I mean? So I want to actually see him get his own players in, so there's no excuses. Because right now there's too many.
Did you reject him, by the way? Why did you reject him, Liverpool?
Because he didn't suit our players and what they wanted.
We didn't like his style. That's why we.
That's like us as well. That's like Chelsea, bro.
That's crazy, Imagine Liverpool got Amorim, instead of Slot.
West Ham were in for him as well.
Yeah, West Ham were in for him. He flew in for an interview and whatnot, and he didn't take the job at the time.